Hey everybody, Chad Madden here, getting really excited for boot camp next week, and today I'm with a very special guest. Just really quick aside, this gentleman was kind of like one of the people that inspired me to have a better practice. I knew about him really early on since he's here on the East Coast, a fellow private practice owner, and I knew about his success as well. But our guest today is Dimitrios Kostopoulos. Hopefully I got the pronunciation.
Yes, you did. Yeah, I mean, you pronounced my Irish name perfectly, and I pronounced your Greek name perfectly, right?
That's right. Perfect. So Dimi is a private practice owner, has been so for quite some time now in New York State. As many of you know, they had a tremendous hit on reimbursements, and I think now the average reimbursement per visit in the state is around $55 to $60. So devastating. And he has found, discovered, and developed a very smart, intelligent solution around this. So at this time, Dimi, can you tell us about your company, what you're doing, and also how you're helping private practice owners?
Absolutely. So here is how it happened, Chad. Up to the year 2003, 2004, reimbursement in New York State was about $100, something maybe $90 to $100. And everybody was notified, all physical therapists were notified that within a period of 6 months, the major insurance carriers cut reimbursement by 50, 60, or 70%. So this is what brought us in today's environment of about $55 average reimbursement. So what we did at that time, we decided to tap more into an area, which is the area of diagnostics for physical therapies, like musculoskeletal ultrasound, electromyography, nerve conduction studies, and others, because we were doing those tests at that time and we were getting much, much higher reimbursement. But we decided that since where the money was in, we paid a lot more attention to that, and we created a very precise system on how to implement these within a physical therapy practice for maximum profitability and maximum patient benefit.
Nice. And the big one is you're still open, correct?
Absolutely.
So much better margins. You were able to keep your doors open. And I personally had friends that had to close their offices in New York. So this is fascinating to me. And what's the name of your company that does this, Dimi?
It's Hands-On Diagnostics, and it is a national franchise. We're now in 17 different states, and we have over 100 facilities that implement right now successfully the concept of HODS. We call the company HODS.
Okay, that's HODS.
HODS, yeah.
Hands-On Diagnostic Services, great. So you're going to be at boot camp. This is your first boot camp, correct?
Yeah, we're very excited, and you're a dynamic guy, and we want to come join forces there with you and have fun with everybody who is participating.
Great. So you're going to be at boot camp, and what is, so I know you're going to have a booth there as well. What's something, so if I'm a private practice owner, I'm getting squeezed a little bit by insurance companies, which we all are to some degree. And even if we're cash pay, maybe we're struggling, maybe we're looking for something a little bit more. What does that conversation look like when I walk up to you? How am I getting the most out of that? Because this is probably something that we're going to look at here as well at Madden Physical Therapy.
So what we do is first we provide you with some general information about what we do, and then we get information from you so we can understand your wants and needs. We can understand a little bit about your practice. We actually do a little longer feasibility study where we get some more detailed information from you so we can see how your practice will fit in our paradigm for physical therapy private practice. And actually we can give you a pretty good idea in the return on the investment so that you know exactly what you're going to be making. You know, these tests reimburse 5 to 10 times or more than that, greater than what you are making right now from a single physical therapy visit. And this is a fact. We have seen this across to every single state that we have implemented the concept.
So 5 to 10 times would be $500 to $1,000
at least, yeah,
for one diagnostic test.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, we have examples of $4,000 for one EMG that would take about 45 minutes. We have examples of $1,600, $2,000, $1,200. But you know, that's why we say in a conservative figure, 5 to 10 times more than what you get in a single physical therapy visit.
Great. So I know we didn't plan on this, but like, is there any special training that I need as a physical therapist to actually execute something like this?
You don't need any other training other than what we provide you. So HODS does not only provide you with the education and the know-how on the business aspect, but we provide you with all of the clinical education, and we even help you to reach board certification, and you become actually board certified in clinical electrophysiology and even board certified in musculoskeletal ultrasound.
That's awesome. Great. So HODS, you'll be there, and I think you're even speaking, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to be speaking for a little while. Yeah.
Great. So can you tease us a little bit what you're going to be talking about?
Well, look, what I like to tell people is like my personal story, how I started developing 13 physical therapy offices, doing 3,000 visits a week, and how all this huge volume that many would dream of to have, it did not make sense to keep it like that. Yeah. It was not making any money because of decreased reimbursements. And I'm going to just walk people through on how I made this drastic change, and I created a multi-million-dollar company right now and helped many others around the country in this new concept.
That's awesome. Very inspiring. I'm really looking forward to learning more at boot camp and in Denver. Dimitri, this was awesome. Thank you so much for being on here. And by the way, I'll talk with you after, but if you have that URL for the ebook, we can deliver that as well to people. So make sure you download the ebook, and then check Dimi and HODS out in Denver, everybody.
Thank you. See you there, John.